You're watching a Fact TV presentation of the town of Swanzey.
all set, Kai? Good.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks, Jim.
You're welcome.
All right, first item is consideration of the minutes for July 9th, 15th, and 23rd.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes for regular meetings, July 9th, July 23rd, and July 15th. Second.
All right, on the, there's a little, is it the haze from the forest
I'm
fires
with
up
you
north?
too, something, yeah,
Is that what's doing it?
yeah,
Okay.
because I'm having the same problem. Something's different.
You want the other lights on? They're in the back, right?
Those are up front. Or-
I'm like, there's something wrong with my glasses.
Oh, there you go.
That works.
Perfect. Thanks, Mark.
Thank God we got Mark.
I had just a couple of questions, Sue, with regard to July 9th. Under public input, it reads, John Traynor, well, forget that. At the end of the first sentence, had concerns about the committee. I think it's helpful to put in that his concern had to do with the committee, Christian Hill Bridge Committee that was originally formed. Just and then on page 2, under appointments, DPW Director Joe DeRusso. It reads, new study moving along, or sorry, considering future build-outs of the treatment plants. It's just a singular plant. Okay. That's it. Anybody else?
God damn it, I read every one of the minutes. And
I
I
made a point of doing
I said, son of a bitch, he ain't gonna get, because it's no, ooh, son of a gun, I said, but I didn't miss something, and you found something.
I tried hard.
I read hard too, I read it all.
You had plenty of time at the fair, didn't you? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I do want to come back to the 15th. There's no clarification of it. Under new business, when we met on the 15th, there was a discussion with regard to helping one of the residents with the cost to demo and bring a hot tub to the recycling center. And the decision was made in our meeting that we would not participate in that. But then afterwards, there was some additional discussion. Jim, do you remember that?
I do, and I recall that we talked about adding it on to the taxes, the partners.
I don't know, I don't think
Mark,
there was,
you remember that, me and you discussed it,
Add on to the lien.
add on to the lien.
but it wasn't discussed in the meeting, so we may want to bring it up later tonight. No, because it was upstairs.
Do you remember that, Mark?
Okay. Not within the meeting, though.
I could have
In
sworn it
terms,
was,
it's not noted here.
okay. Because I think, me and you were with somebody, and we said, yeah, our kid basically from the town hall, we kept it. And we said, you can do it, but we're gonna add it on, right?
But that was not in the meeting.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought-
Anyway, we just take it up
Okay.
later?
Yeah.
Okay. Non-publics?
Make a motion to approve the non-public meetings for July 15th, sessions 1, and July 29th, sessions 1 and 2.
Thanks. Second.
in favor? Aye. Public input. You just ready? Look at, no? Here's your chance, Jim. We do need your email before you leave. Your email address before you leave? Okay, thanks. Actually, I went to public input before the consent agenda. What a mistake. Did the, let's see, did the land use change, did that get made? The map and lot number? It did get changed? Okay, all right.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
All in favor? Aye. Second, no? No more? Okay. First item on the agenda, then, what time is it? 5 minutes? All right. Where's the, what does this mean anyway, 524? Oh, that's just the frequency.
I think. Nice if it wasn't called that.
Appointments. Okay, first item then is with regard to approving the estimate that was provided by Cardinal Surveying to assist the town with the Mead family in doing a property line adjustment between Mountain View Cemetery and the Meads. I don't know if you remember, but what prompted this is it was determined that one of the burial plots is actually on the Mead property. So the surveyor is going to adjust the property line accordingly. So, and last meeting when we discussed it, we didn't know where the funding would come from, but now we do. Is JoJo coming in tonight or anybody?
There was a little bit of miscommunication back and forth on a date where they could come in, but they're actually coming next. So if you want
The 20th? The 20th? Okay. Okay. So we'll just hold off on that for now, all right? Discussion on covered bridge committee and passive guard barriers. So as you may all be aware, there's some opportunity for vehicles to do damage to the covered bridges, and there was some discussion earlier in the year of erecting some I-beam structures preemptively prior to someone actually reaching the bridge. And after the recent episode down here, there seemed to be quite a bit of interest in trying to have the board come forward with a proposal. So DPW Director Joe DeRusso has put a committee together if the board is willing to approve it. Those committee members are Scott Self, Gordy Ayotte, Jeff Hurt, Mike Faulkner, and Lisa Thorne. And Joe would initiate and take that process forward. So, do you guys have any thought on it?
Can I go on it?
You could be a select board representative on it.
I'd like
Sure.
to.
Make a motion to authorize the committee.
Okay.
Second.
Any further discussion? All right. And so we'll want to make a motion to add Jim to the group.
I make a motion that we have Jim, that's a select board representative to the committee.
Okay. You want to second it, or you want to abstain?
I'll abstain.
Then I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Okay.
Thank you.
And there'll be public meetings, so everyone's welcome to attend.
So what is, are they tasked with doing the research, what the cost, what it would look like?
Yeah, it's something that we've had conversations with the school district to try to incorporate one of their classes, metalworking class, in the project. From a design perspective, it is a project that would need to go to the voters for the March vote, and obviously through the deliberative session, and nothing could be done until after that. So they will hold a couple of public hearings on the topic to solicit people's opinions on it. I'm sure there'll be plenty for it, and there'll probably be plenty against it as well.
Is the goal to get as many as possible, or at least the main ones that seem to always be getting damaged? Is that the goal?
The ones that we control. We don't control Crescent Bridge, but we do control the others. I think I think Joe, I'm sorry, I'm not sure, but I believe Joe told me he's had conversations with the state, but I don't really want to quote him on that. It would have to come with state approval to some extent anyway. But the other three bridges, we would be able to implement. The question is, where would they go?
Right. I think I got a great new idea.
Every one of them is.
No, I really do.
I know they are.
I think we can solve this without doing the beams. They do it in New York. It's a solar pole, you put it right in front, right in the corner, and it has a laser to the vehicle, and it flashes like a railroad track. You're over height, and it goes bam, 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 and it picks the car up down the road.
Oh, how cool is that?
I watched it, I watched the whole video, I researched the whole thing, and they said it works 100%, just like a railroad crossing. And you don't have to put a no beam, and it's solar. We don't have to run no electricity, we can just put a pole in the ground, solar, and it's flashing 2 red lights. You are too high to enter the bridge.
Good thing you're on the committee.
That's why I'm
And some idiot will go
Yeah.
through anyway.
What's that?
Some idiot will still try to go through.
Well, I don't know, do you cross a railroad track when the train's coming?
I've seen people do it.
How many times compared to that? No way. I think it's gonna work.
Well, it's not a bad idea, I'm just being a devil's advocate here.
I'm just saying for the money, we could try one bridge,
But that's
buy
where you-
one pole.
Yeah, that's when you
Just
take
try
the
it.
picture as well.
Huh?
That's where you take the video as well. You know, that thing
That's
gets clear.
everything.
In addition to everything's going on, take a video, so it's clear who it is.
I'll say it to the committee.
Yep,
Great.
I'm glad you're on it, John.
It gets into the whole privacy issue, which is why that we're only able to use it for enforcement
Correct.
anyway. But,
So you, I'm
Good.
sorry, you said Scottsdale, 48, Mike Burke,
Mike, I'm sorry, Mike Faulkner, Jeff Hurd,
Jeff Burke,
and Lisa Thorne.
and Lisa.
Thorne, Thorne, and Jim Tempesta will be the select board rep.
Not Mike Burke.
Correct.
Correct. Okay. All right. So now we're moving on to a public hearing. There were 3 items donated to the fire department. So this public hearing is scheduled to approve acceptance of personal property. The 3 items that have been donated to the fire department are a cutter, a spreader, and a ram. And you can probably explain what they are.
Okay, these are all battery-powered hearse tools that the Station 2, so the station that's getting rebuilt, they have an association fund, and they donated this equipment to the town.
So the cutter is where they get into a vehicle, right? They cut the door open.
Yeah, they cut the A post or the B post, remove the door. Spreaders just go in and open it up.
A ram?
The ram kinda, it's like stabilization, so you can put it into the ground to keep the car from rolling over or whatever.
Oh. And a spreader is open the door?
Yeah, you can, well,
They pry
peel
the door
anything
open?
open, peel anything open, yeah.
Is that what, they did the thing at the, training
Yes,
with?
yes,
Okay.
that me and him went to,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think the value was 32,000,
It's right around a little over $32,000.
or we stayed because they're donated by minutes.
It's the Swanzey Center Fire Company Association.
And they were all gonna go to the new fire station. correct?
They're gonna already put on engine 2. So even before we accepted them, they're already on there. 9 batteries come with it too, and the batteries that we have are interchangeable with the same set of tools that Station 3 has.
Right.
And is RAM all capitalized the way it is in the
Apparently.
Yeah, it's all a hearse tool, so.
Any other comment? You want to make?
Pursuant to RSA 3195E, I move to accept the donation of auto exportation equipment in the form of hydraulic tools as noted above, and that also includes 9 batteries.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Public hearing's closed. Move on. Updated credit card policy. Oh, and we had fun with this one.
Wow. There's a lot to do with that, huh? Guys really meant business. Do I have it? Right here?
So the gist of my concerns, as we've discussed many times, was that the concern with the previous policy was that the town administrator was intimately involved in the oversight of that policy, more so than the finance director was. And then, in my opinion, we went too far the other way and put a significant amount of responsibility in the finance director assistant's role, along with the finance director. My comments to Lori were to try to balance that, since Lori's our connection to it. So, for example, there's limits that each department has. I don't know what those limits are. I suspect you guys don't either, but Lori could fill us in with those. And those are worked with the finance director assistant. But, well, the bank for the overall, but for example, when it's determined that a department's allocation needs to be increased, assuming the bank goes along with it, that decision would be made by the finance director. Personally, I prefer if it's made in consult with the town administrator, so that you can be aware of what those changes are and make the board aware. And that's pretty much what it was from me. I just want to see that you're involved, or the town administrator's role, or has a role in that.
Are there all different limitations to each department? Like Joe would have a limit, and then is it different, it has a different number?
Then the other questions I have with regard to the statement and how they receive it, I thought that was good on your part, that just,
That's gonna help the finance assistant a lot, because right now, everybody sends their receipts to her by email, where this kind of puts it on the department heads to say, you spent that, so you need to supply the backup, to the charges on there. So basically, she'll print off the statement, give it to the, department heads, and then we will supply all the backup receipts to go with that statement and submit it to her before the meeting.
all right, and then you indicated that there is a deadline for them to submit, so they can't sit on it for any length of time.
What was it for? How many days?
Well,
5.
the date will be on the statement, but I think, Lisa and I will put out an email to them to just make sure that everybody's on the same page, but if they can turn it around, like if they get it on a Thursday, they can get it to her by Monday for that next week's.
So like a 5-day, you would like to have it in the office by 5 days? Makes sense.
Yep.
That's plenty of time.
Yeah, because you're going to have her printed out before it's actually mailed, the statement.
Yeah, I believe, pays that one online.
So we'll have the full 30 days, right? Anything else?
Place in there, I should change, what we were talking about before, changing and adding. Consult with the town administrator, is there a certain part in there?
I can't really see it in this light, sorry. But yes, there is. There's a section where if there's a need for an adjustment, it's made by the finance director, the decision is. And we're just asking that it be done in conjunction with you.
Is there other changes in limits, any changes in limits that we made by the finance
Right.
director? We made a
consultation with the town administrator.
So all the department heads should get a copy of this from you.
Yeah, as soon as the statement's available online, Lisa's gonna download it and email it. Just say, have it back to me by.
Yep. And then you'll follow up with us if there's any concerns. There have been in the past. Shocking.
This policy has been updated since 2012.
Really?
There was one card, I think the town administrator had, and everybody had to go to the town administrator for the card.
I remember those days.
So
Tom having to go down.
we're really not following the policy, even right now, about this one, because everybody has cards. Not everybody has the different cards.
Yeah.
Okay?
Good job.
You want to make a motion to approve that?
Move to accept the town credit card policy as updated with the, and as amended with the date of August 6, 2025.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Nice job.
All right, in the packet, there's a letter of correspondence with regard to someone asking us to reconsider or look at adjusting the elderly exemption amount.
And actually, I've actually had a few emails since I've been here in the last 3 months, and I have it on the agenda, I think, for next week, for the board to have a discussion about it.
For the next meeting?
Yeah, Christine has sent me some information in regards to that, and just the surrounding towns throughout the state, what they give. And I think the board should look into that, and we will offer a recommendation.
Okay. It's another policy that hasn't been updated in certainly well over a decade. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, I think we're there because we've covered everything on the agenda.
Oh, we were gonna discuss the upcoming September dates for meetings. So we can nail that down. I know, there was mention of having it at Richardson Park.
We're going to have one of the meetings at Richardson Park.
So the next first meeting will be September 3rd. Do you wanna know about Richardson Park?
Because Ashley should be done.
Yeah, they closed, well, the whole lake closes on the first.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think?
Third time, good with that.
All right.
Same time, same night.
Yep.
September 3rd is a Wednesday.
Do y'all know where Richardson Park is? Just
We
kidding.
do it in a big building.
Last time we did it on the porch, but if it's inclement weather, we could move into the building.
Right down by the water, on the dock.
Put a raft out and swim out there, have it there.
So we know there's at least one item that's going to come up with regard to Swanzey Lake, and that has to do with septic system inspections. That's the main reason to hold it there, is that Kathy Bergstrom and a few other people have been looking at a couple of issues that affect Swanzey Lake specifically.
So will we invite them there on that one and talk about that?
Yeah, they've already had their communication.
Well,
We're starting the road. Now that you've got the karting experience,
yeah,
you can help us out with this, the
Okay.
roving aspect of it.
let me know.
All right.
I'm a professional now.
What just so there's no confusion, you made a couple of comments about meeting next week, but what you're referring to is the 20th is our next meeting.
Yes.
No worries, just, I don't know what's getting picked up and what isn't, so.
And then in September, we're still on the every other week, and then come budget season, which I'll get the budget schedule together for you guys. Departments are meeting on the 19th, I believe.
I'm not gonna be here.
Uh,
I'm not gonna be here on the
You're not
19th.
gonna be
And September 17th, I'm not gonna be here either. So,
Okay, yeah, everything's,
So, you got me, you're really confusing me now.
that's all good. I'm just.
You got 'em on.
I'm talking
you'll
out
figure it
loud.
out by then.
Okay,
I'll keep you soon.
all right, all right. She's doing a lot happening, she's rough on me, which I haven't talked to her in 2 weeks. She's been mean to
You've
me.
been busy with the fair, congratulations. President's
Carney Jim, that's right. We should acknowledge that.
We should, though.
Yeah,
Swanzey.
that's right.
And I do have to say that everybody from the town came except for the two on each side of me. I saw everybody, I saw Lisa, Chris,
I did
Mike.
I went into the parking lot, but
She got close to me. She got close
the
and then
line was, I had anxiety.
Billy was extraordinary how many people came. They were all the way to the tree line on top of that hill, the cars. And they never had that, and they said, Anthony, Mike, you were there, wow. Mike, a lot of people, huh? The fair?
Oh, quite a few.
It was 6,000 on Saturday and 7,000 on Sunday.
I couldn't have taken a chance to be late to babysit my granddaughter, I'm sorry.
I get it. Next year. I'll hold you to next year.
So, the next item.
Oh, the second granddaughter is on?
No,
Oh.
I was babysitting,
Yeah,
so
she's
I
on.
had to go pick her.
Oh, okay.
So, the next one, we need to schedule a time for the 39 Baby Lane, request to look at that abatement request.
What are our options?
Our options are, let's see. Friday, August 8th before 10. That's this Friday, which I don't think will work for me. Monday, Tuesday, the 11th or 12th at any time.
Doesn't work for me.
Doesn't work for me. Or Wednesday, the 13th after 1.
That would be next Wednesday. And where would we have to be?
We could do that at town hall or here, whatever you prefer.
13th works for me.
I can do the 13th.
All right,
13th at,
we could do the fire station or we could do here.
Doesn't matter to me. Here's easier for me. I can run right through town.
we'll do, Wednesday, the 13th
That would come.
at 11 p.m.
That one.
So that is a public meeting. It's somebody that disagrees with our decision to deny their request for an abatement. It is a public meeting.
Next, I have,
You won't need to be here, so.
I have some good news from Josh Whittle, for the transfer station. He sent us an email this morning, and he was actually able to negotiate the cost of the Bobcat down from the original total package with the, rock bucket was $69,140. He was able to negotiate and get the total price, Bobcat and the rock bucket down to $61,539,
Kudos to him
right?
and them.
61,539.
But then we're gonna throw in the,
But then, with the savings, he's wondering if we could check, he's asking if we can check, and purchase the frame. No,
Fork.
yeah, the frame.
it's attachment to the front with the fox. savings of over $5,000.
$5,500 will still save.
Yep.
So if the board would entertain a motion to allow him to move forward with that
I make a motion to allow Josh to purchase the forks and frame
for a total cost of $63,590.
for a total cost of $63,590.
So that's the Bobcat, the bucket, and the frame? I mean, and the forks. And the forks.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
So that's all you have to do is just do that on a new vote, like the last vote just goes away, the last approval.
Yep. It would be different if it was going up.
It would be different if we're going up, yeah.
I think that's pretty much it. We are, I guess I can say this in public, work about the pilot agreement. I'm just working on updating that is probably mentioned. So,
Pilot with the lake,
the, Pilgrim Pines East Coast Conference, there, I guess, was some confusion on the board and the owner of the property, specifically saying that there should be a pilot agreement in place, which is a payment in lieu of taxes, type of thing. But he was billed for the parcels according to the other agreement. But with the pilot agreement, they wouldn't be receiving those tax bills, so. But the one that you guys signed in April was an update to the agreement. So, I'm working with, and I'll be in touch with him to just explain, what we found, and if they want to do the pilot agreement, then they'll have to have an agreement signed, updated and drawn up.
all right, so let me understand this, we made an agreement with a price, remember that? And now he's saying that we,
Not him.
not him,
It's on our end. We started the discussions with Michael,
yeah,
and the whole scope of the project was to transition to a pilot
got it,
program.
I remember that.
And then when Michael left and Alex took over and Cordell got involved,
Yep.
somehow that piece didn't flow through.
Okay,
So what we asked if we were signing a pilot agreement. We thought we were signing a pilot agreement, but what we did actually sign is what Lori said, which was an extension of their previous agreement. So this would give both parties and there were some things missing with regard to some parcels that should have been included or at least considered, and they were not in there. So there's a benefit to both parties to relook at the agreement. Would not have happened if Michael had stayed, would not have happened if Lori had come on 2 months earlier. But, it did.
It's okay. That's all.
Okay. Second shot at public input before we go to non-public. Anybody have anything? Well, thank you for coming. Great to see you.
All right. Early dinner tonight.
It's not a bad idea.